Hey y'all, Kelly Whitney here with number 14 of 40 things that older Black women should tell younger Black women, but don't. The lesson here is adopt the 3-strike rule. I saw something on social media recently, on TikTok actually. I'll try and remember to put the link. I think it was from somebody named Alyssa, A-L-Y-S-S-A. She was doing a reaction video in response to this white woman who was on there asking for advice on how she should get her boyfriend to want to marry her, basically how she could convince him of her value. And this young Black woman, she talked about her own mother, and she said how her mother had spent her entire life trying to get men to love her. 2 husbands, multiple boyfriends, all throughout this girl's childhood, teenage years, young adulthood, etc. Now this woman had managed to supplant all of that, dodgy upbringing and was happily married and had multiple children. But she told the story and it literally brought tears to my eyes. She said that her mother was begging men to see her value and to respect her and treat her well, and they would beat her, knock her teeth out of her head, talk to her any kind of way, just do her like a dog. She said her mother was not feeling well, headaches, this, that, probably from having her head bounced off the walls multiple times. This is the daughter's words, not mine. And the woman ended up in the hospital during COVID, was unable to have anybody visit her. And the day before they told her they were gonna have to put her in a medically induced coma, she texted her daughter and apologized for everything that had happened and told her to make sure that she sustained her fiery attitude, and even more important, that she imparted that attitude into her own daughter. Women spend so much time asking for validation, accepting mistreatment, forgiving over and over and over again. And it is literally the worst thing in the world that you can do, because if you have to beg for something from a man, chances are he doesn't want to give it to you. He's not going to give it to you. And even if he does, it's going to be begrudgingly. He's not going to mean it. It will be insincere. It'll just be something to shut you up in the interim so he can continue to get whatever it is that he wants to get from you. This is the game. Play to win, okay? And I think that older Black women don't tell younger Black women to not waste a lot of time on bad men because they've done that. And if they give that advice, they're probably scared that somebody's going to come back on them and say, but you did. Why did you do it? And if you ask somebody why, they don't have an answer. Ouch. The 3-strike rule is something that I started, I'd say in my early 20s. I was dating this very handsome man. Oh my goodness, was he fine. Lord Jesus, have mercy on all our souls. He was fine. He probably looks like 20 miles of bad road given his lifestyle these days. But anyway, he was about 6'2", 6'3", bald head. He was a little bit lighter than me. Sexy. Had a real country drawl because he was a townie. And in the beginning, the relationship was wonderful. It was absolutely fabulous. We had so much fun together. He was so charming. We just had fun. But something happened along the way. I wasn't doing the right thing in a lot of areas, and he probably saw it and judged me, and things went downhill. And this is somebody that in hindsight, I never should have dated in the first place, because, oh my God, I can't even believe I'm telling somebody this. He had multiple children by multiple different women in the town where he lived and where I went to school. He wasn't with any of them. I don't think he really spent much time with his children. Why was I with that person? Why? What on earth was I thinking? Okay, but that just goes to show you got to keep yourself together, because when you ain't together, you will attract the dregs of the earth, okay? It didn't end well. By the time I was graduating, our relationship was pretty much over, but I did do a little begging. I was trying to, convince him of, I don't even remember. And he just kind of ghosted me, just like blew me off, whatever. And in hindsight, it was for the best. I left town, I came home, I got myself together with my career, everything. After that, the 3-strike rule came into effect. Somebody does something once, okay, let's strike one. I see you, I'm gonna tell you about it, woo-wop-de-bam, I don't like this. That doesn't work for me. They do something else. Okay, that's strike 2. Now I done told you about it. I'm gonna tell you about it again. We done already had this discussion. I don't like this. This is not it, okay? They do it that 3rd time. There's no more discussion. There's nothing to say. You've shown me who you are. Because here's the kicker, ladies. We're all adults. If somebody does some hoe shit to you, they knew what they were doing. They made the choice to do that to you. Do not go past 3 strikes. Once, somebody could be having a bad day. 2, Okay, now we're establishing a pattern. 3, they don't give a shit. They're doing what they want to do, however you feel about it. And if it's something that speaks to values, it's something that speaks to mistreatment or how they're showing up for you in public or in private, cut your losses. The worst thing you can do as a young Black woman is to spend time on men who do not deserve it. And I'm here to tell you, men will stick around. Men won't leave you. They'll keep you on ice, whether they want you know what, or they want money, or they want a warm place to stay, or whatever it is that they're getting from you. They will keep you around. They'll keep you around, mistreat you, and nothing that you say is gonna matter. When you get the right guy, he's not gonna mistreat you. And when you say, this hurt me, or whoop-de-bam, he's gonna listen to you, and then he's gonna change his behavior. That's how you know that a man cares about you. So remember the 3-strike rule. I think another reason that older Black women don't tell younger Black women not to accept mistreatment, they have this antiquated idea in their head that having some man is better than no man. So old school. Shit can that idea. These days, women have the capacity and the capability to take care of themselves very well. You do not have to accept any old kind of treatment from a man just to have one. It is far better for you to be single, get yourself together, all the way together, advance, learn about yourself, your hobbies, your needs, your desires, your wants, where you want your career to go, establish your foundation, your positive life habits, get everything together so that the right man will be able to see you, and so that your head will be in a good space. You can see him too. So remember that 3 strikes. So that's lesson number 14 of 40 things that older Black women should tell younger Black women but don't. I hope you guys come back for number 15. Thank you.